Hello, hello, everyone. I'm gonna mute myself on YouTube for a second just to make sure everything's working. Okay. I think it's working. If you are here and you can hear me, let me know just so I can make sure that my volume's working and all of that. Um, hello, hello. Can you hear me? If anyone's watching, give me a thumbs up or something. Hi, Denise. Welcome. How are you? Can you hear me? I want to make sure that there's no audio issues. Um, Good. Oh, thank you, honey. Um, Good. So no audio issues. Okay, so for those you are here, and you have been here before, you know that I primarily do embroidery. I've mostly done embroidery and embroidered bags on my YouTube channel. Wait, let me rewind. First off, my name is Sarah. I am the owner and creative person behind Sarah Ann Creations. Not only on this YouTube channel, but also on my own website called sarahanncreations.com. It is linked down below. It should be linked down below. I also do some embroidery files. I do some embroidery files on Etsy, and that's under Sarah Ann Digitals on Etsy. I also design fabrics, or I have designs that you can have printed onto fabric, and that is on spoonflower.com. I believe all of that's linked down below. Not 100% sure. But I do design some fabrics on Spoonflower, which is a website where you can find my designs under Sarah Ann Creations, and then you can have them printed onto a variety of different fabrics or home decor items, and then I get a little kickback from what you purchase. Also, I'm also a licensed artist with a company called Crafts with Crashly. They primarily are diamond painting release papers, so I do have some designs with them as well. It's the same kind of designs that are on my fabric, so it kind of goes with the fabric as well. Hopefully I'll be doing more. I'm very critical of my artwork. Um, I look at other artists and I'm like, oh my God, they're a real artist, and my stuff sucks. So half the time I'll start drawing something. I have a million different things on my iPad that I start drawing, and then I go, oh, that's horrible. And then I'm like, okay, let's move on. Like, I don't even finish it. I leave it half finished and it's sitting there still on my iPad. So I have and hopefully, and if I get brave enough, I can dabble in like some diamond paintings. Those of you who are in the diamond painting community, I have been talking with some people about having some of my stuff put into diamond paintings, but once again, I'm very critical of my stuff, and I'm like, well, nobody's gonna make this into a diamond painting, or this isn't good enough to be in a diamond painting, or this isn't a real piece of artwork. So, maybe one day, I don't know. So, anyway, that's the backstory on me. Um, oh no, are you okay, Denise? Um, Hopefully you're okay and it's nothing like super duper serious. Um, Hopefully you are on the mend as well. So that was the backstory on me. And so most people who watch me know I'm an embroiderer. So I make bags, I embroider different items. I've embroidered baseballs, I've embroidered bags, I've embroidered shirts, yes. So if I can do it, I will try to do it. So for Christmas, my husband got me a laser cutter. Now, this is not like some big fancy, oh no, surgery. Ugh. Well, hopefully it was a very needed surgery and that you're going to be better than you were before the surgery. You know how like some people have surgery and then they're like, "Oh my God, this was the worst thing I ever did." So hopefully it's a good surgery that helps you. Um, so for Christmas, my husband got me um a very basic laser cutter, which is good, but also bad because if you know me, like I want the more power one. Like I really want it to be do all the things. So, um, but I've got a basic one and it's 5 watt, 5.5 watt. I think it's just a 5 watt laser cutter. And I've been fiddling around with it. Um, and one thing that I really like is the fact that since you know that I draw things, I can draw something and then put it into the software and I can fiddle with it and I can actually not embroider, engrave. They both start with E, so I'm going to screw this up a lot. I can engrave the things that I draw and I can cut them out, which I find very, very cool. So, um, I have designed a what is it called? A cover minder for those who are um, diamond painting fanatics. I have designed a cover minder. We may cut it while I'm playing with the machine. We may cut it and get some feedback on from you guys. I've actually already sent one to my good friend Kat with Sparkle Dust and Diamonds. Um, I had made one that was a test one. It was like the first one I did. And I sent it I sent her a picture and she's like, "Oh, I want that." And I was like, "Well, I don't have magnets or any of that stuff yet." And she goes, "I don't care. I'll put a magnet on it." Send it to me. And as I was looking at it, I didn't love how deeply it engraved. So I redid it. And then I sent her a picture and I'm like, "I'm sending you the nicer one." So the nicer one is the one that I'm hoping to cut with you guys today. But also, if you guys are in the now, for those of you who come to my channel who are not diamond painters, I am very much known in the diamond painting community for my bags. Hence why a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about is diamond painting related because I'm pretty known in the I'm not well known. I'm pretty known in the diamond painting community as the bag person, the lady who makes all the bags for events and such like that. Now, I do not do event bags that much anymore because they it reached a point where I was spending so much on bags, like whether it was the fabric or having items digitized for the bags specifically, and all the other little odds and ends that I added onto them. I was spending all of this money and I was never recouping it. Um, so I have a lot of things that are pre-made that, yeah, they're just sitting there. So, and a lot of that I have clearanced out on my website. Let me grab a couple bags so I can like give you an idea. Um, and sorry, my craft area is very messy. It's just, it is what it is, folks. So some of them I've deeply discounted. For example, I have a ton of these Asian themed diamond painting bags. Last year, they did an entire year of Asian themed diamond paintings, and I made a lot of these. Well, not a lot, probably like 15 or so of them, and I still have like 9 or 10 left. These are actually $28 on my website, normally 40, 45. So they're deeply discounted. And it's a great way to try out my bags if you can't afford the higher price point. I have been working on trying to figure out if I can reduce my prices some, but it's kind of, yeah. I have a feeling that that's why people don't purchase, because they're like, "Oh, your prices are too high for a bag," which I get. Not but so some of them are deeply discounted, and then you can find a whole slew of different bags on my website, along with some other items as well. Now, this year, I have made one event bag so far, because the event person, the person who's running the event, whatever, I don't know how to refer to him, is Kat from Sparkle Dust and Diamonds. She is having an event that is the Year of the Horse 2026, and she, along with Denise, have been huge supporters of my business and have always been my cheerleaders in the background that are like, "Yeah, you can do it. Keep going. Don't give up. Blah, blah, blah." Even though I've questioned quitting my business several times, and I still do. But they're always there cheering me on and saying, "You can do this. You've got this." So for this event, I couldn't say no to Kat. So I did create a bag. This one's not open. Hold on. I left one open so that I wouldn't have to mess it up. Here we go. So I did say yes to Kat because I just couldn't say no, because she's always been one of the biggest supporters. And I was like, sure. So, this is the diamond painting event bag. Now, for this specific bag, I did not add any special tags on it or in it. The Asian DP along bag actually has a tag in it that says what the event is and everything. So this one I did not do any of that because I don't know if people really want that or not. If they really want to have it say, "I was in this event." Versus this is just a bag you can use anytime. No issues, no problems, no people asking what it was for. So I made this one, and the inside looks like this. It's like it's kind of like a caramely toffee color. It's really pretty. So that is the event bag that I made for the Year of the Horse. Now, like I mentioned, I draw and sketch and all that kind of stuff. So I was thinking to myself, how could I maybe let people I'm also trying to find different price points for my business, because I know people can't always buy the bag. And I know not everyone wants to buy a bag for every single thing that they are in. So I have been trying to figure out other things I can do to include or on my website that people might be interested in. So the other day, was sketching some stuff out, and I created this. Oh, that's a picture of something else. Here we go. So I sketched out a horse's head and a horseshoe. And this is the drawing I came up with. Okay. So then I took that drawing and I imported it into my software. And I wonder if I can go to that software and show you. So with this laser cutter, you need software to run it, right? So there's a few free softwares, and then there are paid for softwares. Now, I read that the paid for software called Lightburn is a very intuitive software for laser cutters or laser engravers. So I downloaded that, and you can actually do like 30-day trial, something like that. And I started just fiddling around with it on my computer, and I really do like it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Silhouette software, like Silhouette Studio. It's just it kind of reminds me of that. And I do have a Silhouette cutting machine, so that really helps with the learning curve a little. So I was able to import it, and then let me see if I can show this. Hopefully it doesn't show like everything. Okay. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. So I imported it, and I went ahead and created, I had it draw the outline of my image, and then I added the words Year of the Horse 2026. Now, on this particular one, with this red circle here, this will be, this could be like a keychain, and then this one could be a, what's it called? Cover minder. Now, I have not tested these out. I just uploaded it yesterday, and I just fiddled with it yesterday. So, that's what I wanted to do with all of you today, is go ahead and engrave it and then cut it out and see how it goes and see how it comes out. Now, my machine is a 5-watt laser. Most machines, like a 5-watt laser is not gonna do a whole heck of a lot. The engraving on it is great. I love the engraving. It works beautifully. Perfect. But the cutting it out is not great. Because it's such a low wattage. It's not like super powerful that it can cut it super nice and everything. So I'm still learning what like the levels I should cut things at. So, I do have my machine hooked up, and to show you guys, I also got this for Christmas. Sorry, I'm talking about a lot of things. So, I also got this for Christmas. So, I believe it was my mom and dad, and my husband helped find it. It's a webcam. So it's another camera. Now, they did get me like one of those bendy arms that you can attach and like have it bend over whatever you need it to look at. The only problem is when I attached it over by my machine, because that's what I would mostly use it for, is attaching it near my machine. It shook a lot. It looked like it was gonna like I was like, let's send this back. But I really did like this camera. So this is actually a camera and it comes with a remote, where you can like flip it and you can zoom in and you can do all kinds of weird stuff. So, I really like this. And so we're going to be using this today, and I have it. Guys, the things we do for YouTube in order for people to see what the heck our machines are doing, you'd be amazed. Like, the things we stack up and the things we turn weird, and yeah. So I have you stacked up on some stuff over here, and I'm going to aim you at my machine so that hopefully you can see like what it's doing. I don't think it'll do anything to the camera. I don't know. But let me set that back up. Hopefully have it in the right spot. Now, let's see. Perfect. Okay, so if you can see, that is my new machine. Let me just scoot it a little bit closer. Turn it a little bit more this way. It should stop shaking in a second. It's just a little off balance. Okay, so this is my new laser cutter. It's I don't know how to pronounce it, but I pronounce it Woxer. Um, it's Woxcker. I linked it down. I didn't link it, but I wrote it down below saying this is the machine I have, if you were curious. So I have that all set up. Now what I need to do is there's a lot of trying to figure out the best placement. So I have some scrap wood in there already. So this is just going to be some tests. And if I like them, great, they're usable. If I don't, then it's just a test. Now, I do have to turn on the machine, and it's a little bit loud. My computer tends to mute out all the kind of excess noises, so it shouldn't be too bad. But let me go ahead and turn everything on. Flip the switch. I also have an air assist on it, which helps to make the engraving and the cuts a little less charry. So I will turn that on as well. And turn this on. Okay. And I think I have you still on my machine. Yes, you are still on my machine. Okay. Now, so my machine has set itself into the home position. Now, I should have gotten a bigger base, like a bigger honeycomb base for it. It didn't come with any of these like air assist or honeycomb base. It just came with the unit. So I've tried to fix it up so that it works okay. Now I'm going into my software and I'm just gonna see where it's located. You should be clicked in. There we go. Oh, I gotta pick the channel it's on. There we go. It does not want to hook itself in. Saying it's, there we go. I was like, you are not disconnected. Okay, so it's not far enough over. So I'm going to need to scoot it over a bit. And it's just a lot of me framing it. And that's exactly what it's called. It's called framing. So I just take it, move it over, and have it frame what I'm doing. And I need it up a smidge. Now this one does not come with a camera. Y'all, this is what I mean by it's a very basic laser. You know, They'd be great if they were super fancy, you know, and they didn't cost about $3,000. Okay. Let me frame it again. It's just all me framing things. Okay. I might scoot it up just a smidge more. I'm trying to avoid cutting on the rim of my machine or my bottom plate there, the honeycomb frame. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. Okay, that looks okay. Everyone's still with me? And maybe I'll can you there we go, you can see it. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you my screen here for a second. Okay, so on this screen, I have my little stuff down here, right down here. And over in this box, it's telling my machine what I'm gonna do. So starting from the top down is what I'm gonna do first. So up here, everything in black. So let me zoom in on this and I'll move it up. Hold on. Everything I have that's outlined in black is going to be fill. For mine, I usually do 5,000 for the speed and power at 90. Let me get on here. So power at 90. So the layer color is the black one. The speed is 5,000 millimeters per minute and 90% power max. Then the red, I actually made this red part separate than the blue because I wanted it to cut before the blue cuts because I don't want to accidentally cut the blue and then the red, it tries to cut it and it's already been cut and it doesn't line up right. So I'm going to cut the red first and then cut the blue line. So that'll be a line. That one I have at 90 millimeters per minute and a max power of 100. Then I have the blue doing the same power and speed, but that'll happen after the red is done. Now, my thing is, when I made the other design for a cover minder, I did the 5,000 and 90 and for the engraving, but I didn't like how not dug in it was. So I'm thinking about doing it one touch higher. So I might do that 4,000. So maybe I'll do this 4,000 and 90. Okay. So I have that all ready to go. We've traced it on my machine. And then we can have my machine go ahead and go to town. Let's see. Let's go over to, I can take this off now. I'll send you to my new camera. And I've already outlined it. We can outline it one more time. I do it a million times before I cut and stuff. I just want to make sure it's in the spot it should be. Okay, now that it's all ready to go, I'm going to come in and I'm going to press start on my software. And I need to keep the lid down or not good for your eyes. Ready? Okay, and I'm just double checking. 4,000, 90, 90, 100, 90, 100. Okay, now let's go ahead and start. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready for it to go? Okay, we're gonna get this going, and we'll see if you guys can see what it's doing. Okay. Hopefully you can see that it has started. It might be behind a little bit. Okay, can you guys see that going? I wonder if I should bring you up a smidge. I'll leave this here. Loosen this and bring this up. You guys see that better? I can get this to loosen so I can turn it down a little. You got that? Hopefully you can see what it's doing for the most part. Trying my best here, folks. If it's good, give me a thumbs up or let me know. I'm gonna see if lots of time. I'm really hoping it does what I want it to do. It's looking so good, guys! Oh my gosh! And what I love is the fact that it's my drawing. You know, like it's my drawing, so you know, if I have something that inspires me, I can draw something up and I can create it and I can put it into something right away. I know you guys can probably not hear anything. Let's see, can we hear anything from the... Ah, it's a pretty quiet laser, though. I'm sorry, this spot right here is where you open it, so I can't move that out of the way. Ah, it's so cool! Yeah, I think any background noise it mutes. So all the background noise is muted and I'm the only one that you can hear. So it's kind of boring for you guys. Okay, so it's almost done with the engraving and then it's going to cut it out. I'm so excited. The ears. I'm excited. Oh, now it's cutting out that one hole at the top. Now it's gonna cut the outside of it. Oh, I'm so excited. I love seeing things come to life when you make it. You know, you're just like, whoa, I made that. I really wish this machine was a little more airtight because boy does it stink. I mean, I have a fan and it's vented out to outside, but whew, still, it still has like side slits, so you can smell some of the burning wood. You know, I may even make the outer a little bit bigger, the outer outline. I may make that a little bit bigger. Okay, so the first one's almost cut out completely. Woo! It's cut out! Now the second one is cutting. It's so cool. I think I'm gonna make the outline, like what cuts out the image, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Almost done. It's almost done. And then it'll be the big reveal. Woohoo! Done. Okay. Now, oh, I have it. I have it clipped down so that it wouldn't shift during the process. Out if you remove the wood. And one of the pieces went down, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, that one kind of, I don't know what happened there. That one kind of made like a, made a little bit of a mirror, not a mirror image, like a shadow. I had it like a shadow to it. So there's not a whole lot of char on it, which is nice. So it's not a whole lot of sanding that I need to do. But can you see? Can you see it? Okay, there we go. Now, it does. It looks like it's a little like there's a shadow to it, so it looks kind of messes with your eyes some. I wonder why it did that. Huh. That looks weird. Like one part of it did fine, and then the other part it didn't. Like, can you kind of see that like double line? And it did it on the numbers too? That I do not like. So I gotta figure out why it did that. But I love that. Like, I mean, it came out great, but very odd. Don't love that. Let me go in here. Mhm. Hmm. Trying to see if there's any double lines in it, and I don't see any double lines. Because it did it on the other one too. Why it looks like one of them looks. I don't know why it did that. Maybe if I did like one at a time. And also, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer like the cover minder, or do you prefer like a cover minder or something that you can attach to maybe a bag or something? Um, hmm, I don't love that it did that. That's kind of frustrating. Like this one cut it pretty good or engraved it pretty good, and then the words are off. Hmm. Let me see if I just tell it to do one item. Hmm. I'm gonna put this one on no cut. Then I'm gonna go duplicate. Put this on a no cut. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set this back up. Flip it into place so it doesn't move anywhere. Right. I'm gonna actually this over. And that back home. Okay. Oh. Oh, it doesn't want to move when the top's not down. I'm gonna frame this one. Oops. It looks good. Now, this is all just trial and error, folks. Try it, don't try it, try it, don't try it. Okay, so I think I have it. Sorry, I gotta keep getting up and down to make sure that I have it framed right. Okay, so I'm gonna try it there. We're gonna try it all again, except I'm only doing one of them. So, we're gonna see how that goes. Okay, let me switch you back over to it. Okay, now turn it slightly so you can see it. There we go. Now I'm gonna make it go. Hopefully this time it'll work. And it won't have a weird, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if going back and forth from one image to the other image made it make almost like a double line. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Like when something's doubled, it kind of messes with your eyes and it makes it look funny. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Huh. It's kind of aggravating when it's doing weird stuff. Alright, this machine is stinking high heaven. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, bunk beds are a pain in the butt. We got our kids a bunk bed a couple years ago. Yeah, that was fun. And we built it. It was supposed to be a gift from Santa, and we built it overnight, and that was woo. Luckily, the kids went to their grandparents, so we could get it done. But and if I build anything and I do it with my husband, I'm the instruction lady, and I'm like, okay, this needs to go here, and this needs to go here, and this needs to go here. So we're like, okay, this goes here and here and here. And he's like, throw the instructions away. And I'm like, no. Well, and we also, the bunk bed our kids have, it can come apart into two pieces. So it can be regular beds, and then you can put them back together on top of each other and put them back into a bunk bed. And so we had it down for regular beds, and last weekend we put it back together for a double bed, for a bunk bed. Oh my God, that took us forever. I'm like, wow, why do we stink at this? Okay, okay, cut it again. Let's see if it did the double. Come on. It's not coming out. That's not coming out. Why are you not coming out? There we go. I don't know where I. Oh, there. Once. Hmm. This is my baby. Let me. Okay. So, thank you. It's just a little bit of a basic one, but gotta start somewhere, right? Yeah, it's still doing a double line, guys. Hmm. I wonder why it's doing. It just did a double line on the head this time, on the head of the horse. That is annoying. I don't love that. Now I'm just cleaning it up. Hold on. Gotta remember where. Okay. So the thing is it's still doubling some of the lines, which it shouldn't be. I'm just using some canned air because I don't have a compressor right here. Huh. Yeah, it's doubling a lot of the lines. So if you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but there are some lines doubled on the horse's head, and I don't love that. It shouldn't be doing that. So, I wonder if I bring the image back in, if I can fix it. I don't know. Now, I may have to fiddle with that some more. So that might not be something we can work on today. Yeah, I do not like that. Do not at all. Because that horse head looks fine. But then the words look like crap. Okay, so I do have another thing that I am hoping to bring out. Copy. And bring that into this one. Paste. Okay. So this is another item that I'm hoping to have in my shop eventually. This is a cover minder I drew and I designed and drew. I'm just trying to turn off the horse one so that it doesn't try and cut this one. Okay. So I'm going to take this and we will go ahead and cut this one. Sorry. This red I want to be fill, and that will go first. And that's going to be 4,090. And then the cut line will be 90 and 100. Okay, so. All right, so this next one is another one I want to put into my shop. Let me go ahead and get the wood put in. And then flip it into place. Now I gotta close that down again. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to frame it. Frame it again. That might work. Okay. So we'll go ahead and cut, engrave and cut this one. Okay, ready? That. Okay, start. Should be good. Okay, let me transfer you back to my machine so you can see it work. I noticed that you guys can't even see what it's engraving, but you get to see the pretty light show. Now it's going to cut around the outside of it. Whoop. And they're down. Okay, all done. Let's see if this one did what the other one did. At least in those things that are a pain in the butt. Whoop, sorry. Okay. So now, this one looks okay. Let's see how it does when I sand it some. Nope, that one doubled it. I wonder what's going on. Let me switch you back over. Okay. Here, it did it on a word, on a couple words. But this is what I'm hoping, but my laser doesn't start acting properly again. This is what I was going for. And this was all drawn by me, and then the words I put in there. I was hoping to get these to be what are they called? Cover minders. But can't put those up until I figured out the problem with my machine. Huh. Well, guess I have some more things to figure out. The first ones I made looked great. I wonder if it's dirty already. I don't know. So, but that's what I've been working on lately. I've been working on bags, but I've also been trying to fiddle with my laser cutter to try and understand it better. But I'm really bummed that it's not coming out the way that I intended it to. Well, anyway, it's work in progress. Let's put it that way. It's a work in progress. So, it looks like this is gonna be a pretty short live. I was just gonna test out my laser cutter and some of the designs I've been working on. So, I think that'll probably do it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed getting to watch my laser cutter work a little bit. Once again, it looks like it's gonna need a little TLC. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.